So as you see, our pizza dough is alive and well. And it's time to move on to the next step, which is to start making the filling. And the first step of making the filling is whipping the egg whites. So here are our egg whites. Glug. And what I sometimes like to do so that they whip up nice and stiff is I like to add a little bit of cream of tartar. So here we go. So, here are the whipped egg whites. Start with the nuts. We're going to dump the nuts right into the container with the whipped egg whites. So, nuts. Breadcrumbs. I like to add some raisins because it keeps it moist if you're cooking it. We add salt. I like to add a little cinnamon. It's not in the recipe, but that's what my mom did. We add the butter, quarter cup milk and butter. Dog likes that idea. We'll add some more vanilla, about a tablespoon. So there we go. Yeah, it's more than a tablespoon. That's enough to get you drunk, but what the heck. And then we add the sugared condensed milk. And this is a nice trick because then you don't have to add sugar, and it substitutes for the cream in the recipe. Sweetened condensed milk. It's gooey and sticky. And there we go. That's our filling. It's good. Then we mix it all up. Like I said, this is kind of like making a souffle because you get the milk and the egg whites interacting together to fluff up. So a pizza in some ways is like a souffle enclosed in a brioche. There we go. Our filling. Okay, so now we have some pizza dough that we're going to roll out. Here it is, a nice living, beautiful dough that we're going to cut into 4 pieces. You know, my pans aren't exactly the same size, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it somewhat unequally. And these will be my, let's see, that one needs there. There we go. So we put these in the bowl. They're waiting. size. Then we divide this one by 2. And as equally as you can. Then we get into a nice ball like so. And we roll it out. Now, this is the... Go away, kitty. You're not to be on the table. So this is the really truly Slovenian part of the whole thing, because we're making a strudel. Now, so it's going to be a brioche strudel enclosing a souffle. That's potica. So we roll it out and we try to make it as square as we can. These granite countertops are just terrific for rolling out strudels. They're nice and cold, and so it kind of freezes up the butter a little bit inside it. There we go. And you want to make this just as thin as you can get it, or as thin as space you have for it. And what some of the old Slovenian ladies will do is they'll use a whole tabletop and roll out all the dough all at once. So you have one giant potica dough desk. And then they put the filling on top of it and then cut it into as many pieces of potica or many loaves of potica as they're making. And that's the traditional way to do it. And then what you do is you close up the ends of the loaves by patching, and so it looks really good sliced, but you don't get a really nice looking loaf. And if you're gifting loaves, it's probably better to make the loaves individually. But, if you're partying, different thing. Then do it that way. So, okay, so here we go. Make it nice and thin. Nice and thin, and use as much space as we can. So, kind of like a rectangle. You don't have to be a perfectionist about it. There you go. That's the first bit. Now, the filling. Now you have to have a good eye with the filling, because you want all the loaves to be dosed out equally. And so try to have a good eye, because if you don't, then like the last loaf might come out short, and then that one you're just going to have to give to the relative you dislike the most. Yeah, but I'm not going to do that because I like all my relatives. And so we're going to be putting the filling in as equally as we can. There you go. Pull it out. Don't put so much over on the wider end up here, because that's going to be the top. And you don't want that to leak, but you can put more down here, because this is going to be the inside. And kind of spread it out. There we go. there, so we'll have a nice thick bunch right in the middle. There we go. All right, then we roll it up. So on this seam here is going to be the bottom. And crimp that. And we crimp that. Grab our greased pan. Note, greased pan. And in we go, and we leave it to rise for a little bit. And we'll do the others, you don't need to see that. Okay, so the pizzas have been rising for a couple hours now. So let's show you what I've got. There they are. And let's put them in the oven. Here's a bit of a trick. Take some baking paper, lay it on top of the pizzas before you tuck them in. That way they don't get too browned on top. So we're going to put them in for about 40 to 45 minutes at 350 degrees. Away we go. Good. Okay, it's been 40 minutes. Let's see how the pizzas have done. Oh yes, here we go. Uh-oh. How are they doing? I think they need 5 minutes more is what I think. So it's been 45 minutes. Let's see how the pizzas look. Oh, yes, that's the ticket. Perfect. Let's take them out and let them cool. Okay, bingo. And there we go. What beauties. So thank you for watching my video about how to make pizzas. I hope it gives you as much pleasure as it's given my family over the years. And so, Fala and Dober Dan.